Hello there, Internet's version 2 here with Let's Play Danganronpa Havoc. I like this music that they play here at the beginning of the class trial. Anyway, let's open our e-handbook. We've got hardly any. Oh wow, we've got 17 of these. I didn't realize we got so many. So the file, tarp, dolly, glasses, ow, my tongue, spotless hammer, repository door, equipment, all that. Celeste account, the message, all Robo Justice shit. And man, I'm just realizing I'm getting to that time of day where light's coming in. So I'm going to just close my blinds. I'll be back in a second because that's awkward. Apologies when I inevitably forget to cut that out because I am a very, very forgetful person. Turn up my volume a little bit. Let's have a look at our no, I'm kidding. But what's our skills? We did get a new skill, didn't we? We got all these SP points, but hardly any. There's so many fucking skills. Here we go. Neutral liberation. That's one Kyoko gave us. Focus gauge decreases more slowly during concentration and fever time. Effective during the non-stop debate, hammerings, gambit, and bullet time battles. Well, fuck it, why not? And how are there so many skills? And now they must confront 2 murders. I'll just let it go. Who claims the lives of Hifumi and Kiyotaka? Sucks that Kiyotaka died. And Hifumi, obviously. And it sucks even more because you get to see hardly any of Taka, because he is hardly in this at all. Like this whole chapter, he was just hardly there, and then he just turned into Kyondo. And then, yeah. Trial! All rise! Man, now I'm surrounded by dead people.
Explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
We already know this.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
we're all dead.
Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with...
The people who are dead?
We already know who did it.
Oh, shut up, Hina.
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
God damn it, this is just the same as the fucking first case again.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Why is their face just like going...
Murdering mouth, murderer!
Really? You, of all people?
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence.
Can you let Monokuma finish at least?
Blueprint for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling.
God, it's fucking just...
It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you?
God.
I don't know.
Is Hiro really the killer, or... Before anything else, we have to make that clear. Also, we're ruling out Hiro as the killer first? That's the... Okay, we didn't even let Monokuma finish. Jesus. Yasuhiro's message. Yes. Okay. I forget how flashbacks work, so...
Everything we found in your room.
Oh!
No, that's wrong.
Did I get that right accidentally?
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
That was an accident. I meant to use the silencer on that purple message. Go me.
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this.
The handwriting's shitty.
It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say?
Did Makoto just ruin everything for everyone with Alter Ego?
When you compare it to the blueprints.
God damn it.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Hey, Kyoko jumps in.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
Really, really difficult to do.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on. I'm not smart enough to think of ways to change my handwriting anyway.
I like how he admits, I'm an idiot. Come on, guys.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
Yes.
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
Yay! Byakuya! Finally chiming in with what you think.
Then who was in that Robo Justice suit?
Hiro.
Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
No, Hiro was in it.
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
And of course he passes it off to me.
Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
The one, the Illuminati. Like a Illuminati. No, Hiro.
God!
It was Hiro.
Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found
doesn't mean
any
he did it.
kind of second suit.
Remember, Alter Ego has disappeared. I'm assuming the suit can be controlled with mechanics. Like, it actually works. It can be controlled by a laptop. That's my assumption here. Actually, kind of a lot of what I already thought beforehand kind of hinges on that.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro
Pardon me.
is the prime suspect.
But you just said...
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the
Yeah.
suit.
We have
But
to
he's
find
not
out the
the
ultimate masterminds behind the murders. Is
So
what
you're
exactly
saying
one of them
is-
said.
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
Yep.
What?
Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course.
But before
we get to
that...
there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Okay.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
Well, your hair is showing a lot of emotion lately, Hina.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
Do tell, because I'm curious at what you're going to
We
say.
must clarify the method
Ah.
of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
Why Taka? Like, I know what I think I already know how Hifumi was done, but Taka, why do we need to clarify that one
It would
first?
seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
Yes.
Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Yeah, I can. The repository dolly. Present key item, yeah.
God!
It's still. Oh, so it's two things. Oh, the blue top as well, yeah.
I got it!
Yeah, because it was
They
really
were
obvious.
A dolly and a tarp, right?
Yes.
So,
What?
let's see if I can explain.
Like it's wants to.
Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we
Correct.
found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp.
Well, it was
right?
on one. It wasn't wrapped.
It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored
Was
in
there
the
three when we
equipment
first went in here during the daily life? I don't remember.
room. So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving
And
it.
lead to and show us where exactly where
Okay,
it was.
that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
It's covered in blood.
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there.
Yeah. Plus, there's tire marks
But when
and
the
there's blood
body
on it. Like it's pretty
disappeared,
obvious.
So did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository,
The dolly was there with blood on it.
so did the dolly.
Okay, yeah. So we're doing this in a very slow manner.
In
It's
other
obvious.
words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
No, I don't remember at all.
That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room.
Why wouldn't it be in the equipment room? There's equipment in there.
Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
There's blood on
She's
it.
raised an objection. How do you respond?
By
There
the
is
fact
no
that it has
shame in
fucking
being wrong.
blood on it.
Nobody expects much from you anyway.
Oh, shut up.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
I have been like the main person to point out the things in both of these, along with Gyokyo and Byakuya, but still. Wow. A new element. Oh, another new element? Are you seriously? Starting on the next bullet time, we're going to add one more ingredient to the recipe. On the bottom screen, underneath tempo marker, you'll see your ammo count. Up until now, but now just put. Wait, what? Cost you 1 bullet to show a single remark. Once you're around bullets, you can't show them. No, look. You can also. This is the beta ones. Oh, okay. Oh, I was confused as to what the reloading thing was. Okay. Automatically reload at the start of every time, but your ammo will not decrease. But you won't have to reload at all. I forget how to slow down the time. Moment of truth. This is very early to do this. Wow.
You had it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool.
Boom.
So
Boom.
pathetic.
Boom.
Lies will get you nowhere.
What?
Do your worst.
This is...
You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool.
Oh, I gotta actually target them first, don't I?
Do your worst. You had it wrong.
Oh, I forget the button to do this.
You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere.
Well, I still know the timing.
You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool.
Final strike. Equipment room bloodstone.
This should prove it.
Okay. I forgot how to do the fever time thing to reverse their nega time. I forget that. But it doesn't matter because it's still keeping with the beat
You're
anyway.
asking for proof that the dolly moved. I have it right here.
That was very early on to do that. I wasn't expecting that so
When I
quickly.
found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
Yes.
There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire,
I can't believe this
they
is a
moved the
bullet.
body
That was a
to
bullet
the
time battle. Like that was so
So
obvious.
there's my proof that
I'm
the dolly
confused.
was used to move Taka's body.
Like I thought the bullet time battle was exclusively for moments where the person was just so like not accepting of anything. And I find it weird that there's something that we can present evidence for so easily. Celeste was doing that. Check. Does she hate me that much?
Anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, and it wasn't even for the main thing. It was just a side thing. Goodness.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Because you can't bend at the waist to actually move the dolly. But was this a bullet at all? Robo Justice costume. I don't know, is not being able to bend at the waist something that was there? I don't remember.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Yeah, that's perfectly
And
right.
from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. the
How do I
cop
slow down
wrapped
time?
The body in the tarp,
I forget how to slow down
then
time.
loaded it onto the dolly and pulled it off.
Now, keep in
I forget how to slow down time. I'm having a
mind that
help start. How do I slow down time? The R button. Okay, it's the R button.
dolly doesn't have a handle.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, okay, I remember now.
All you'd have to do is bend over.
No, that's wrong.
Well, it's right. You do have to bend over, but you can't do that in the costume.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low.
Or you just kick it along. You could just kick it along.
But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could
Yeah, Hina was the
actually
one
get
who
into a
did that
position
and couldn't
like
bend
that?
over.
What do you mean?
You can't bend over. You were the one who figured this out.
Back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
Couldn't bend over. A reason to go back to this dumb picture. Yeah, telling you wasn't me. Not to mention, totally can't bend it the way. Seems like a pretty big oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even
I guess
bend at
trying to
the
kick it
waist.
while not being able to see your feet would be pretty difficult.
Am I right about that?
Trying to kick it while not being able to see your feet. I think I got the words mixed up
Now
there.
that you mention it, yeah.
Yeah, and then your hair's just turned back into its ice cream
It seems
shape
like
as
it'd be
well,
awfully
like this
hard
well.
to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
You can kick it.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly
Exactly.
with your feet?
And outside of kicking it.
When you can't even see your feet?
Yeah.
You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
I wouldn't say impossible, just... Although it was very, very quick. Because someone had to beat them to repository.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
You need someone else's help for it. Because you cannot take it off by yourself.
I got it!
Because it has that latch on the back.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember,
Was Jill even there? Show? Whatever you want to call her? Yeah. Yeah, you can't get it off by yourself, yeah. And there's that clasp, yeah.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself?
No, because there was that
Wasn't just making
latch.
it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
if he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah. And I don't think Hero's smart enough to try and throw people off with this much convolutedness.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
Yes. Unless he kicked it, but again, the time factor.
To be clear, whoever did move the body couldn't have
Pardon
been
me, sorry.
Hero in the robot suit, correct?
Yes.
No, wait.
Goodness.
Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
What? They gripped
You
him,
all
yeah.
got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice?
Yeah.
If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
Yeah, Yasuhiro. The guy hit me, yeah. The Robo Justice. Oh. I thought you meant the Yasuhiro
So
comment.
long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question.
But that was still the how they
The
did it.
individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, that's gotta be right.
No, it's not bad.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion.
Thank you, Kyoko. Bring some logic into this.
Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it.
Yeah, we've still got to decide all the factors of the case.
Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
Thank you.
Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Like life.
Perhaps. But where do we go from here?
Figure out how Hifumi got upstairs? No, I don't know. What will
Let's
be next?
review this series of unfortunate events
Nah,
from the
yeah.
beginning.
It's like
Maybe
Lemony
we'll
Snicket or
uncover
some shit.
something new.
What a pain in the ass!
You probably enjoy that.
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Yeah.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
Well, she's not going to say that.
then. Let's take another look back at what happened.
Okay.
I suppose we could start with this morning.
So we're going to go through the entire thing again. All right.
4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina,
Oh, let's have a drink while
Kyoko,
she's explaining
and
all this.
myself.
Yeah.
We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Dun dun dun.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
Yeah.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume.
Yes.
As it turns
Are we going through all
out,
of this again?
It was Robo Justice.
Bro.
It also
It's
soon
weird to hear
became
Sakura
clear
say that.
that this same Robo Justice had abducted
Pardon me.
Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library.
Being attacked, yes,
He was
okay.
injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
Hifumi was attacked again. Oh, no, that you saw the shadow moving at the top of the stairs. Yeah.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Yes, that's what you said. Intense scream. Train Koshimin ran off to the end of the hallway.
and then...
We heard Hifumi scream. Must have been Hifumi in the nurse's office, because no one stayed there for him.
At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect.
Wait, I'm confused. Didn't Celeste and Hina say that they went to the bathroom? No, that was when the body disappeared. Sorry, my mistake, my mistake.
When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead.
But not completely.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
Yes.
I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room.
Yes.
We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time.
Which is why you heard the body announcement and Hifumi wasn't actually dead until you heard it later on.
Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
So you're finally piecing it
And
together?
that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office.
Where the body
But
disappeared.
right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Oh, the body was gone.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
That's like the third to first, the third to first, and back to third. Oh goodness, it sounds exhausting. Can't be happening. And then yeah,
But when we got there, we discovered that
this is
now
just
Taka's
a lot of
body
recap.
had
Like,
also gone
I think this
missing.
is just to drag out the case for fuck's
Next
sakes.
thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies.
I haven't done anything in a while.
And
Come on.
after some time,
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
Yes. But Hifumi was alive at the time.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
It does.
It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's
Pardon me.
true,
Again.
then what?
Still the cops.
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Done by 2 different people?
And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Yes. We have to find them no matter what. Okay. Contradictions with what happened with Taka, yeah. Make your argument. Monokuma file number 3. They were killed with very similar weapons, is that what you're saying?
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
It was before.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last
what makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
So?
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So which one am I doing? Were they really... Yeah, why would they... Doesn't mean that they
So,
used in that order.
Regarding Taka's death,
Wait, so when... So what does this say? It was killed with a similar weapon. Yeah.
I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
Is that it? No, okay. Sorry.
Shoot!
Okay, yep. Okay, yeah. Okay, well then put me back. Put me back. Must be her next sentence then.
Regarding
Oh, it goes right back to the beginning.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the just... Pardon me.
Because of the numbering of
Hammers. Really? Not that one either? I thought that was the last weak point in the entire thing. Okay, well then...
I wonder if he done it. Perhaps it was us. We already know what order the Taka came last. What makes you say that? Because of the numbering of the... It's true that Hifumi was while Taka's death came from a C. So it's obvious Taka came after.
So, okay. Okay. Quick. How do I do... Weak spots. The truth cylinder... Flashback. If you target a weak spot and then hold down the triangle, you can use that weak point as a temporary bullet later. So only a weak spot can be done with that. Okay.
I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in.
What order?
Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
That missed. God damn it.
Taka's death came C.
Yeah.
So it's obvious Taka came after.
There's only 2 weak points. So okay, I'm confused.
So, regarding, I wonder if he done it, perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came
So you get what order? Okay, and now.
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh, whoops! Oh fuck!
It's true that
Damn it, and it missed. Okay.
Taka's death came
Damn it.
C.
I accidentally saw it with the silencer. Damn it. I wish I had a touchscreen.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say
Okay, so shoot this one out of the way.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
that? It's true that
Damn it!
Hifumi
For
was
fuck's sakes. I need a touchscreen for this, I really do. I'm not touching it right now, and it just moves around, and it still does that while you're controlling it everywhere, and it makes it very hard to aim. Oh, it's still got it, okay. We don't... Okay.
The numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Okay, go up there, and hopefully we'll hit. There we go! What order? The numbering of the Justice Hammers. Okay, there we go. We actually have to use a flashback one.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers
Thank
were
you.
used in the same order as their numbers.
They could have just done that to throw us off.
If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
Yeah.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order.
I'm surprised we didn't use his clock or anything.
But in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Yes.
Okay then, let's see the proof.
The watch. Oh, okay, it's another one. I was just wondering if I was selecting it. Oh no, what am I doing? Oh, Hangman's Gambit. Oh, so this is the watch thing. Wristwatch. Okay. So am I misspelling wrist? Oh no, you just gotta shoot them multiple times. Boom, boom, boom. Wrist watch. Where's a W? Watch. Oh! Oh, was that? There must have been a letter behind it that I fucked up and I accidentally shot. Boom. C. Boom. And H. Boom. Wristwatch.
Now I understand.
Now I understand. I'm not doing very well at this. My grading's gonna be so shit.
got it.
I'm gonna get hardly any
Taka's
coins.
wristwatch.
Yeah!
See? Look. It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
Which indicates struggle
It
happens then.
must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
He mentioned about 10. Yeah. It's almost 10 o'clock. Bedtime for everyone.
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
Correct.
And that would be his official time of death.
Well, very, very close to
But
it.
if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And even before Celeste was attacked.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us.
Except for Kyoko.
We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
They're pretty good at
That's
throwing us off.
exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size.
Yeah.
That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
They're pretty clever.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
Everyone's.
Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder.
But Hifumi's.
But all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Well, Nyag, and we're upstairs, you're upstairs, and Makoto's upstairs, and who
When
else?
we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
Pardon me.
True.
You keep-
We're all in the clear.
You keep saying body despite the fact that he was alive at the time, because he wouldn't come back to life.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
But he was definitely attacked.
If that's true, where's the tape?
And how would they do that?
Don't just go making stuff up.
God damn it, Hiro.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
Yeah.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared.
We were all out searching.
When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Well.
there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room.
When we all ran back
At
downstairs.
that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing. Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Yeah.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Why would she?
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body.
Yeah.
Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
Oop, I just realized I could do that. I accidentally did
In
that.
other words, it is impossible that any of us
I
could
can
have
use the
killed
touchscreen.
Hifumi or moved either of their bodies.
I might try that. Although, is there different because of the touch screen? Is there a way for me to differentiate the difference between my types of bullets? So I know on the Vita that's the back screen and the touch screen.
On the other hand, Hiro
I might
and
stick with the
Kyoko had
button
disappeared,
with those buttons.
so they most certainly could have done those things.
Well,
So what now, Kyoko?
just ask her. What do you
For
mean? What?
now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles.
Thank you. We just got to establish what actually happened, and then we can work it out.
So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how.
Because that will make it more clear.
In particular,
Assuming my assumption's
I
correct.
think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
Because he was still alive, and they walked him upstairs.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing.
Because he was still alive.
And according to what Celeste said,
Those two were in the bathroom at the time. Yeah. It would seem so, yeah.
his
he
body
was alive.
apparently disappeared in the 1 minute.
Because it
her
wasn't a
and
body,
Hina
because he was
took their
alive, because he
eyes
woke
off
up.
of
We
it.
know this, god damn it.
But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the
Who's calling him
third
fat over
in
and over?
that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Okay, Kyoko, explain it to them.
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
You don't have to phrase it in such a confusing way, but okay.
What? How?
Because he was alive. That's why they cleared off his glasses, so they could see where he
If
was
the
walking.
dead body were to move itself.
She has to say things in such a riddle way. He was alive.
The dead body moved on its own?
Because he wasn't dead. You know this, Hina. You cried him back to consciousness.
Oh, not another ghost!
It was a...
I don't
God
think
damn
it has
it.
anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is
Hifumi was still alive.
we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
We know this because we heard him talk.
Was alive?
How do you... Why is this surprising you?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body.
And then
He was
you
dead.
saw him alive later on talking to you.
He was simply playing dead.
Or unconscious.
That it isn't possible.
Hifumi spoke. The broken wristwatch? Oh, okay, so it's clearly not that.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible.
Shut up.
Hifumi
It's
was
very
dead,
possible.
without a doubt.
He woke up.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Oh, that's the one, yeah.
And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Yeah. So which one am I
Saying that
using?
When we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive.
So he was actually still alive, and we'll go the body
You heard the
announcement.
body discovery announcement along with Hifumi's dead
Okay. No? What?
Shoot!
Damn it! Oh, you don't get any health back during everything. Oh shit.
When we first found
Hifumi, there's a chance he was actually still alive.
No, it is impossible.
Okay.
Hifumi was dead.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why
Okay.
the announcement was...
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay, no? What? I have no idea. I have no idea what they actually want me to do. Like, I know exactly what happened, but I don't know what they want from me.
There's a chance he was actually still alive.
Oh, whoops.
It is impossible.
Hifumi was dead. And you know that surely you heard the
Okay, the only thing I can think of is...
And that is why the
Are we really so Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay, we'll go for someone else's discovery on what she said. Is that possible? Can you use a flashback from the previous thing?
there's a chance he was actually... No. It is Hifumi was dead.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along Hifumi's dead
body had been found.
Okay, yeah. So that can happen. I wasn't sure if you can take a statement from later on, rewind it, and then do it. I wasn't certain if that could happen, but that can happen.
The discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Yeah, because Taka was found at the same time.
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
But...
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
And 3 people did discover that. Because it was Sakura, Toko, and Byakuya.
Right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
And it was definitely Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Because there was a second one later on.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
Oh man, wow. Monokuma.
Say, Monokuma. Any comment?
Really? Of being called lazy?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much
But I'm not
detail.
lazy.
But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
Yes.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Yeah, 3 or more people discover it.
Huh? He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
See, someone's finally acknowledging this.
Huh? Later on?
Yeah, we heard a second one when we found the 2 bodies.
We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
Although we did hear it before Hifumi was actually dead again. Yeah. And the second time was when both bodies were rediscovered.
I got it!
Hey, I got a little bit of
We
life
heard
back.
it a second time in the repository when
I don't
we
wanna fail.
rediscovered the 2 bodies.
If I fail and have to do the entire thing again, I'm going to be very, very, very upset. Ding dong. Body's been discovered, yeah. See, Hifumi wasn't even dead then,
Didn't
because he
seem
spoke
weird
again.
At the time. But
Exactly.
Oh, sorry.
We were
Sorry, I pressed the X
actually
button.
rediscovering both bodies. The announcement shouldn't have played.
Yes,
and in reality,
that was when Hifumi died.
when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually
For Hifumi.
being discovered for the first time.
Yes.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet.
100% correct.
Meaning he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
Although even then he wasn't actually dead because he spoke.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive.
The fact that
in
he
the
was
nurse's
alive later
office.
on, like, this isn't fucking complicated, guys.
I know!
Because he spoke.
He was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That's a what?
That is the worst logic I've ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
How about the fact that he was still alive? Like, fuck!
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery
Like, he
of
spoke,
his
like,
body.
It's
Then
so
it should
many,
become clear whether he was really alive or not.
so many like so much circular logic just to go that he was fucking
This
alive.
whole thing is pointless.
Shut up. I have to find it and show it to everyone. The fact that he spoke, like, fuck. Make your argument. With him, his glasses, I guess, possibly, but why would they clear his glasses? But the fact that he spoke should be enough.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office.
Yes.
And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
Yes.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
Correct.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how
It was positioned.
Damn it!
Shoot.
Alright, fine. Okay, yes. Okay, we'll start again.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's. And then,
Yep.
from his body
Okay.
disappeared. And the next time we saw it was in the Republic. But when you compare his body before
Body
being
moved,
moved,
yep.
the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Oh, okay, here we are. No notable difference. His glasses. Thank you.
No, that's wrong.
Do I get any life back for that? Because I've got half a heart left, and I'm worried that I'm going to fail this. Because of the
There
confusing way
was
this game
one
asks
clear
things.
difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His
Yeah,
glasses.
they were very
That fact
different.
alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Well, it doesn't He may not have been playing dead, he may have been unconscious.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
They were covered in
When
blood.
we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood.
Yes.
But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to
Oh, we're just gonna
wash
bring that
and
up
clean in
straight
the
away.
nurse's
Okay, awesome.
office trash can.
Yeah, it did do that. It was the glasses cleaning cloth. Presents it.
I got it.
Yes, you do got it.
It was
Hey,
a
I got a
glasses
heart back.
cleaning
Still
cloth
not enough, but
featuring
yeah.
a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear.
He uses
This
those
piece
glasses.
of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
Is it? I don't know. It's some anime bullshit, so
And
probably.
whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
I mean, it's the fact that it's anime should be clear, obviously.
Princess Piggles. From Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess.
I'm surprised you remember that.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
Despite how many people wear glasses.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
Oh, it's only Hifumi and Byakuya, isn't it?
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
Wait, does Toko wear them?
Tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Yeah,
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
because obviously.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
He cleared off his glasses and walked upstairs, or someone helped him walk upstairs.
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
That's a good point.
And it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the
Don't
nurse's
have to assume,
office.
he fucking spoke later on,
He
but okay.
pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead?
Why would he leave?
What was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
He was bleeding before.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies.
Oh, yeah.
He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere! But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done! God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
What? I wasn't even paying attention. Taka himself. Wait, the one who moved Taka's body was Hifumi.
I got it!
To move them together.
Have been Hifumi.
Why could it have only been Hifumi? What? I'm confused.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
I'm confused as to what? Why?
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well,
Yeah.
after the bodies disappeared...
Okay, I'm
they both
confused now. I'm
listened to them, right?
confused.
So me and Sakura headed for the
It's just the turn of like the events are happening in a very different order than I expected them to, or very differently. So I'm very, very confused right now.
When we
What?
got there, the door was locked.
Why would he do that?
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside.
Oh, okay. I just realized how and why.
Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
But how would Hifumi get to Taka's body? Because everyone was upstairs, and they were running around, and they heard a scream from downstairs, which would have been Hifumi, and then they ran downstairs, found that he was missing. How could Hifumi get upstairs to move Taka's body if they were all missing? If they go upstairs, what?
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
None of this is making any sense to me.
So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
I'm confused. Like, I understand why he would be, because of reasons, but I'm just confused how he managed to get up there.
I just can't believe it.
Why would he...
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
I'd like to see it, because I'm confused.
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Oh yeah,
item he
the
took
item.
Off of Taka's lifeless body?
Yeah, he did take that. The note. He took the note that Hifumi had.
I got it!
Okay, good. I was very unsure about that because it was two bits of paper. Yeah.
Aren't you?
Hidden note?
Yeah.
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his...
Yes. Oh, come on.
Yes, his pants.
They are weird, very small
Okay,
pants.
well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
No. Found a hole we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 AM.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go.
It's different.
Huh? Wait, this one's a little different.
Yeah.
In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 AM.
Yeah.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
Which we already knew.
It's not the same?
Yes, you just said that.
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro.
Yes.
And that person could only have been...
Fumi's pants. It's a person.
I got
Taka.
it.
Because he was the one who ended up
That's
there and
right.
got killed in there.
Taka!
Yes.
The killer used
The
this
Fumi's
note
pants.
to draw out
Goodbye,
Taka
then.
and murder him.
Yes.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection!
To what?
I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right?
Yeah.
So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Happy!
I love your nicknames.
Just to be clear, Tick-Tock is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Yes.
Ugh, yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Because your nicknames are weird. Seriously, Scrap, but still, yeah. Can't let it get to me. Because he had the scrap of paper in his hands. It's none of those.
Huffy had the note, right?
Yes.
Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
Huffy, no.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
Oh, yeah.
6 a.m., I believe.
And that was the time that he was,
Time
yeah.
doesn't matter!
Yes, it does, because the broken wristwatch.
The note has nothing to do with
Tick-Tock the croc.
No, it's wrong.
I'm just trying to do something. Yes, because he was dead at about 6 a.m. I thought you were going to say he had a scrap of paper in his hand.
No,
that would have been
there
the other part.
absolutely is a connection.
Because Taka was killed right after 6.
What the hell are you talking about?
Willis.
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which
Yeah.
is the same time Taka was murdered.
100% accurate.
You've already proven that using his wristwatch.
Because he was
But
dead
there's
then.
more. Look where the note says to meet.
6.
The equipment room, right?
They really have to go through
Taka
everything to
was
explain things.
killed. I see.
So, Taka
Pardon
was
me.
murdered at both the time and place written
I apologize
in
for
the
the
note.
coughing, I can't help it.
I
Yes,
think
so,
that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
yeah, and then Hifumi just grabs it out of his hands.
Well, when you put it like that. No further objections!
There's no reason for that, come on.
Someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me.
Still don't have your note, which is annoying or whatever.
The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
It's actually pretty good.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Because apparently he was part of it, and took the note off him to make sure no one found out that it was there.
Down his pants, no less!
Oh, calm down.
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
He stole it?
To make sure no one would find out, or whatever.
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
At least someone's asking for proof. It's the torn bits, which is wherever. Kiyotaka's scrap of paper.
God!
I'm pressing the wrong buttons all over the place. I've got 3
When I
hearts
searched
back.
Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is...
The one that was attached to it.
I knew
Yeah.
it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
You didn't check that before?
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yes.
Yup. They're from the same piece
Yes.
of
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note.
Because he couldn't grab all of it because his hands were dead
There's
or
only
something.
one way to explain it.
He tore it out of his hands.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip,
But rigor mortis? Because rigor mortis takes a long time to kick in.
leaving behind only one small scrap.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get all that right?
Yes.
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Because he was apparently an assailant, which is not something I considered before this happened.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
I didn't think that at all, actually.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure.
Yeah, he was attacked and didn't die at first. And it would explain how if he was to fake his death beforehand, how he would have gotten Justice Hammer 3. Which is what I was wondering before.
In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
No, because we had a second body.
Sorry, no.
No.
When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
No, because he was talking.
The second body discovery announcement proves that.
Because he was talking. But he spoke. But
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
so, are we trying to say that Hifumi killed Taka to begin with?
He was
I'm still
killed
unsure
in
if that's
the
what
repository.
we're saying.
So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
He was still alive, in fact, because we spoke to him.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found
And it would
both
explain how
bodies
he
in the
said
repository.
Yasuhiro. Because if he was in the costume, how would he know it was Yasuhiro?
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Because everyone was searching, yes.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
You have each other to back each other up.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus.
Walrus?
Who are you calling a walrus?
What?
Anyway,
That's
when
not a
they
joke
were
about her
killed
boobs. That's
bothers
very
me
weird of
too.
her.
But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
Which is
And what might that be?
you in the suit
The
attacking them?
weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
What would they have used if not Justice Hammer 4?
Yeah, because I mean,
They killed with
according
similar
to the
things.
Monokuma file,
They were
the way
killed with similar
Taka
things.
and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office.
There was
in
the wet
equipment
hammer that
room,
was
right?
cleaned off.
So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it.
Wow, he actually like worked out a hell of a lot of information on his own there.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Oh.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good. And
I like how he doesn't take that as to offense. Like he knows that he's not that smart. So when someone says, "Oh, you actually did something smart," for once, he's like, "Fuck yeah."
He's right, though. I don't understand it either.
Because there's the hammer. There's the hammer that was
The
wet.
Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed.
There's a bunch of
using
hammers. I
similar
think they were in the rec
instruments.
room.
But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms,
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers?
Because the hammer was cleaned
Personally,
off.
I haven't a clue.
I wonder why.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
It's like poop.
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
The jump around in circles a lot
Is it
here.
not possible they used a different weapon?
Yeah.
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the
And there
same
were plenty
kind
of
thing,
hammers
right?
there. Oh my goodness.
so then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
Oh, wow, hammer. Please say like polished hammer or spotless hammer or something as the bullet so I know exactly what it is. Spotless hammer, okay, good. Okay, let's go.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
Why is that a weak point?
Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How
Which
was
is?
the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon?
What?
How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Really?
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
It didn't have to be a justice hammer.
No, that's wrong.
What? I'm confused that it's like Hero's point that we have to break when he was the one who started this whole
The
how
murder weapon
was he
wasn't a
killed.
justice hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
It was still a fucking hammer.
But seriously, a different weapon?
It was a hammer, still a hammer.
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi.
Yes.
Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris.
Except for one.
For some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
It's the ends of the hammer look weird. Like it looks like they have been used, but yeah.
And the
Yes.
reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was
Pardon me.
used to commit
Again.
murder. If
Dun,
the
dun,
hammer
dun.
got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off.
Or even fake blood.
I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones,
Some as big
and
as their
even
head.
some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
Could they have just painted them? Because there's like some missing. Could they have just painted the other ones?
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
Yes.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill
I'm still
him.
confused as to how Hifumi got to Taka's body and moved it when everyone was like running downstairs to try and find the fact that he had disappeared and screamed.
And whoever did that is the true killer.
Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him. Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
Unless that person has...
So the
I'm not even
idea
gonna say it.
that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
Yes. But Monokuma did say that we have to find the true masterminds person. That's what... But... So what the hell's the bullet gonna be for this? See, like, I know exactly what it is here, but yeah. Like, I know exactly what I'm trying to prove, but I don't know.
Out for us. Even if more than one person is complicit in the murder,
Pardon me.
only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
Boom.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Did Fumi do the first one? So what am I trying to get?
Laid out for us, even if more than one person, only the one who actually carried out
Yep.
the act can assuming the rule holds true. It is simply impossible.
Oh, I
that
tried to
two
shoot that one
people
with
work
answer.
together.
That is how the rule was explained.
But that only really applies if there's one murder. In this case, however, there were two murders.
Okay, so we're using two murders against Celeste's thing that it's impossible.
Based on the rule, have been even if more than one person is complicit, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate. Assuming the rule holds true.
Okay. Okay, there we go. Good.
No, it's wrong.
I'm getting better, guys. I am getting better. It's impossible to work together unless... Oh, goodness, pardon
Since
me.
there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
Did Hifumi make a plan to kill Taka and then someone was like, oh, I can't let you be the killer, I'll kill you? Like,
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
oh, come on.
The
It's pretty simple.
payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in the scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you.
Yes.
However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
Which is probably the plan all
I
along.
think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime.
So, wait, if there's two murders and they both happen, and, like, the class trial happens together, then in terms of them, like, because both of them would be the black one, but both of them would have tried to graduate, would the other person still be killed because they fooled everyone else, or what? I'm confused.
And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka.
Bastard. Which he actually would have a total reason to kill Taka because of the whole alter ego thing.
They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look.
The person who did this one is, like, put a lot of effort into all of this.
A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
They did a good job. You know, they just can't account for absolutely everything, and then evidence still
The
exists. yada, yada, yada.
mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
Instead of killing someone else so they could both get away with it.
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
Which is pretty fucking ballsy.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems
Odd. Yeah. Ever meant to kill there was the main character 6 times. Gary, wow, she noticed that from the very beginning. Which is why she said to not look at this but entirely separate instance, because they were. Fair enough. She is amazing, although, when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. It's all, like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
And then in the end murdered him. The way the case, when you consider all that, there's really one person who seems to fit. Am I just straight up selecting them now? Oh my god, do I finally just get to straight up out the fucking bitch that is fucking Celeste that did this the entire time?
Here's my answer.
Fuck yes, finally, thank you.
It was Celeste.
Because fucking, like, the whole master-slave relationship they had, the fact that she was the one running everyone around, like, the reason I thought it was her is she was the one attacked by Justice Robot and she didn't die. In terms of storytelling, you know, that can happen, like, this game has a way good way of, like, subversion of expectations. She was attacked, she survived, the other two didn't. I thought it was her from there. And also the fact that she was the one making everyone run around to try to find Justice Robot in the first place. Like, she's the one saying, I saw the shadow there, look, I've got this photo, and stuff like that. I suspected her from the very beginning, and I'm glad that's sitting out that I'm right.
So I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
Or at least I'm hoping I'm correct. Yes.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
It's not a fucking joke. Again, I don't have much evidence outside of Shields making everyone run around, but yeah.
A joke?
I wonder.
So what you are
Nothing.
saying then is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi.
Yes, because you've got that whole dominatrix thing over him and he gladly does anything for you.
The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit-brain, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Yeah, this is helping your
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support.
Oh, thank you, Byakuya.
Is that so?
Yes.
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you.
Being attacked and surviving.
Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
You're pointing straight forward when the girl's right next to you. Come on. Encountering the suspicious individual. Or the screaming, maybe.
I got it!
Yeah, I'm gonna say that one, yeah.
The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual
Celeste did
in the
scream as
suit,
well, but yeah.
doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
So that photo with her, I just realized that the photo with, because I never suspected him as a culprit, they could have faked that photo earlier with Robo Justice being there. Yeah. I just worked that out.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Come on, really?
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on
Really?
the costumed individual.
I'm gonna have a drink, I apologize.
If
but
we
let them talk.
accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Yeah.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
Yep.
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct?
And how did we start
And
the
not
search?
too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
I have this feeling that Byakuya probably knew this for quite some time. Because he said the case became more interesting when we considered why kill two people, and he's just like, yeah, and then he probably pieced all of this together. Yeah, something moving at the top of the stairs.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor.
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
And when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
That he ran to the end of the hallway. What's wrong? Intense scream for someone like you, saw a strange costume man, ran off as soon as I screamed, blocking the stairs, and he headed further into the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
To go grab the body. Nyag. See, that's the thing, like, we're all up here, he screams, and then we run down. How does he get up here to move Taka's body?
It was to get us to divide into two groups, so that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
Oh, I'm getting my events confused. Yeah, when he first screams, yeah, we did separate into two groups.
In
My mistake.
fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Dun dun dun. Celeste did a lot of fucking planning for this. Like, she did so much. Kind of insane. I'll lead the hunting party since we're interesting. Yep.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
Dun dun dun.
And on top of that,
no, nothing.
that piercing cry of yours early on.
Did it not sound like her?
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
Right, she did say that there should be a certain type of cry.
It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor. Everything's going according to plan.
Yeah, because she did make a point of making a specific
Why
sound.
else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
Like how she's saying
realized
nothing.
Another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead.
Celeste was the one who checked to see if he was dead. That Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered.
Well, looking at it, it's pretty obvious, but yeah, she confirmed it so no one
You
would check the
wanted
body.
to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
It's an unbelievable amount of planning. It's fucking impressive from like a very depressing kind of way.
I don't believe it. Everything, the whole thing was one big act.
And yet to throw it away all at the end by, oh, I'll murder him in this room and wash the weapon and just put it away so it's very obvious. That's the part where I'm like, why? Why not have a way of like planning to murder him in that room before outside of just a hammer and washing it?
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Like, even if, like, she could have just asked, yo, Hifumi, bring the hammer with you into when you bring Taka, I will use the same hammer to kill someone else later on, or soon, and then she could have used that same hammer to just take him out. That, I'm just, that's like the one big flaw in her entire thing.
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait, then that was...
A trick.
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
Is she saying anything yet?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it.
Oh, I like how that's her entire defense. What do you mean?
One fatal mistake.
Using the hammer?
Did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
Was it using the same hammer that's in the same room? What are you referring to?
What
I'm
are
too
you
caught up on that I
talking
didn't think of
about?
anything else. Now she's like going,
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must be really enjoying the sight of us sitting around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys did.
I remember her saying that too.
Did we know Taka was dead at the time?
I don't understand
'Cause
what's
we
so
did.
strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead.
Didn't he?
Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely
I'm not
out of place.
certain. Like I don't remember if anything was actually mentioned about Taka being dead. I wasn't paying
Yeah,
attention.
I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
How would she know Taka's dead unless she was part of
You hear
the
that,
organization?
Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
How would she know that Taka was dead? I'm still, yeah. We didn't get the Monokuma file until the end.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated.
They did.
We are all going to die here. We are going to die. Just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
Yeah.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Yes, but I have no idea what you want me to actually fire at or what you... Yeah, when she said that you should have only known about Hifumi's death.
All
Yeah.
I said was...
So am I just shooting those guys with Monokuma file number 3?
We are all going to die here. We are going to die.
Just like those guys died.
No?
Shoot.
I don't know what they want from me. See, this is the problem I have in situations like this. Like, I know exactly what it is, but I don't know what they want from
We
me.
must really be enjoying the sight of us standing. We must be perfect. We are all going to die. We are going to die. And that is all I said. And that's all it takes.
What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
So strange? Is that what you want me to do? To fire at those guys? I'm going to assume that's it.
Really be enjoying the sight of us standing. We must
So it was somewhere up here, right?
all going to die here. We are going to
Die.
Just like those guys did. Okay, that's it. Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
The counter, because of the way his head covers it, it kind of looks like it just says cunt.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died.
I thought this... Didn't he already
When
say
she
that?
said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Again, I'm still not certain about that, but I don't remember it. I'm going to assume it's accurate if that's what they said here.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
She never went up there,
So
no.
how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right?
Oh,
So
that's a
she
very good
could
point.
have been dead too.
That's a very good point.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Yeah, good evidence.
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
It could have been planned, like, if you were working together quite easily.
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
We already, like, explained this, because you two were working together, so you would have faked that picture.
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's
Yeah.
put the suit on. And then
Well, no,
Then
she
she
can't
used
wear
the
it.
camera's
You were still
timer
in it,
to-
or it was empty.
to set up the picture.
Well, you were told to meet in the rec room at 1, and that's where the photo was taken.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit.
You know, this is all based on a note that we still don't have, so...
Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away.
Unless you work together... Oh, like, oh my god.
Everything I told you was a lie. How can this picture exist?
Like,
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
and not just a
What could you
setup pic.
possibly mean by that?
You took it earlier, because he...
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered
Yeah,
up.
like, it's just such a weak point. It's just like, seriously?
No, there is no other explanation.
Shut up. Other explanations. Yeah, but wasn't that... Then what was it? Hifumi and the suspect had been drinking? Hifumi and the Hifumi is dragging away the suspect.
I got it!
I guess that does make
It's not a
sense.
picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
And just made to look like that.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility.
I want Kyoko to just turn around and go, no, you're wrong, and there's like every option you had just couldn't have worked.
The one
His
being
arms-
dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit.
I don't know, see, the way he's holding it, it's just like, I don't know, I don't see him being able to drag it, but I mean,
We've
I'm still
simply
gonna...
been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther.
Yeah.
If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Pretty impressive. And again, you're just laughing. Like, come on.
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
Why do you just get...
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Neither do I. I mean, I think it's a little bit,
Then
but
shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
you do not talk to Kyoko like that. She will fucking burn you. Okay, so what on earth is this? Yasuhiro's message, but like,
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous.
Shut up.
As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright.
Because you can't bend at the waist.
If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all.
Okay, so Robo Joss's costume, because you can't bend over. Boo was one of them. Yeah, so couldn't bend at the waist. You already worked that out.
Because it's cute. Like make me look like a bad. Like I said, as you can see in the picture, the suspect, the person inside the suit
Was unconscious. They could. I forgot what the button was. Boom. Because they can't bend at the waist. We already went over this. Boom. They can't bend at the waist.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that.
Yes.
Because that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Can't bend at the waist. We've already been over this. It's just more excuses to go back to this picture. That's the only thing I can think of. Can't bend it. They just want to go back to that goofy dumbass picture of Hina.
They totally made a mistake.
Is that the first time I've seen someone change animation while looking at them? Because she went from the side to upright. I don't know if I've seen people change animation in the same
That
image.
was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
To make that picture appear like he was doing that. Okay, that's I don't think a face I've seen of hers.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Yes.
Well then, I
He's losing your
suppose
mind.
this is checkmate.
There's probably still a bit more evidence I can say to go. Shut up. Checkmate. I just want to leave it here. I want to watch it spin around the entire way. I just reckon this is funny. This is just goofy. Look at it. Just slowly spinning. And she's still laughing. Okay, it's getting now it's just getting horrifying and entrancing because it's like messing with my eyes. Whoa!
What do you mean, checkmate?
Wow, she's losing it.
Celeste?
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Now she's just fucking losing it.
Already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
How does that matter if we've already worked at you two working together? Who attacked you? Tried to kill you? Yasuhiro. Yes.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not?
Your voice just went weird.
He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
What's
In
it
other
feel
words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Wait, but my name isn't really Yasuhiro. It's actually Taro.
You're just making that up.
Confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
He was. All his memories were blending together.
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Jesus.
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
His memories were blending together and he was losing his mind.
Back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He gave everyone. Did he get? I don't remember. Did he? Yeah, he did say Mr. Nayagi.
I got it! That's right!
Yeah.
Our last name!
Yeah, because he always said
called us
Mr.
all
He used to
by
say
our last
Mr.
names.
Nayagi.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Nayagi more
Yeah.
than once, for example.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
Well, I mean, he was passing out at the time, so that's possible. But if you were working together, he still would have not indicted you.
Don't talk.
That's all.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
Yeah, it doesn't fly in
No,
this court.
there's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
Yasuhiro is innocent?
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to,
We don't know Celeste's last name.
and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
If her last name is Yasuhiro and someone else's first name, I'm calling bullshit. And I think the explanation of even in death he was still trying to protect Celeste is more likely.
What did you just say?
We don't know your
To
last
think
name.
you take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit.
Your voice is just going fucking crazy.
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you?
Jesus, calm down.
Do I?
Am I having another bullet time battle with you?
I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Didn't she already say Celestia Ludenberg?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen.
Wide.
My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
She did say she hated that name. So then, I have to do something to make her accept it. Is this another bullet time battle? Oh no, just make your argument. Something to do with the e-handbook, yeah. Because a e-handbook might have been used at some point. Show us your e-handbook and prove it to
was
us.
trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro.
Oh, come on, there was one over it.
Here who might have that last name.
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
How many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg. God damn!
It's upside down.
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
Was that something about Master?
It's the truth. And since you have
No way to contradict.
Boom! Show us your fucking e-handbook. Boom! Break.
That's it! The handbook!
Yes.
what?
Your
Anytime
e-handbook.
you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Monokuma told us all about it before.
Like when we first got here, yeah. Okay, so let's play and make sure you have the right one.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll
But
clear
again,
everything.
the idea that her name and someone else's name are the same as Yasuhiro, I find the idea that Hifumi would have just still been protecting her because there was still that master and slave thing going on, I find that way more likely. I just find this a bit of a ridiculous leap in logic.
That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Really?
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened?
Come on, admit it.
Just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because.
You're sounding very similar to Leon right now.
Until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
What?
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let
What
me
on-
go over the case again.
Oh,
from
okay,
the
we're doing this.
beginning, and shed light on all your crimes.
Okay.
And that'll bring everything to an end.
Yes, okay. So now we're getting to this. So we've got this. What images have I got? I'm confused as to what I'm trying to do. Oh, so Hero's not even there. So something to do with. I have no idea what picture is supposed to go here. Oh, Hifumi's shaking hands with them there to make an arrangement. Hero walks in on something. walks in, is attacked by them. I like how we get pictures from previous cases. I don't know what image would go there. They stuff him into the suit. Oh, and they just like, what's that? Oh, that's her trying to carry it. So this is 1 o'clock here at least. So what would go here? There's a picture of Hifumi stuffing suits, isn't there? Yeah. Oh no, it's him pushing the dolly, I think. And then Hifumi killed Taka and laughing about it. I'm confused as to what happens here. Okay, let's just continue on. So that then he was attacked with that, with Justice Hammer 2. Also, Justice Hammer. Wait. No, never mind. There's no Justice Hammer 1 anyway in any of these pictures, is there? So, maybe it wasn't just. I'm gonna take that out for a second. I don't know. Is that him putting the blood over himself? Goodness, just very insane. Okay, Emil found him dead while they found them dead at the same time. I like how like we've got Celeste there discovering the blood. Like we know it's Celeste, and they've still got her like the culprit face there. Like just admitting that it is definitely Celeste. So this is definitely. This is gonna be Hifumi dragging that. What's the chips? Why is there chips? And the cat face. Because they're like that, and then they turn around and kill them. With justice, well, with the spotless hammer, yes. Okay. So that's fine. That, oh, this is... Did I not put that on there? Oh, I thought I did. I thought I put that on there. Alright, so let's make sure I've got something on all those. That's definitely for the spotless hammer. That's pushing the one, that's accurate. Them finding them. Something to do with him splaying blood all over himself. That's his backpack, but I don't know what that could mean. See, an attack happens just after 7, but there's no... That doesn't... Oh, that's... Or is that supposed to be just after... See, oh no, this is wrong, sorry. This is just after this time, because it was just after 6 that he was killed, I think. Yeah, because they met up at 1 here. Yeah, because it was meet at about 1. So I'm going to say this is them taking the photo then. Okay, so... We've got that, that's right. There's a picture to go here. And that's them putting on the outfit. At this time? Or maybe it's at 1 o'clock this happened. At 1 o'clock he met them up there. Met that, did this. He killed him with Justice Hammer 4, right? Yeah, he killed him with Justice Hammer 4. And then at this time, he was attacked with Justice Hammer 2. And then later on, he bloodied up Justice Hammer 3. Alright,
Exactly what
I think that should be right.
Before anything, the killer
And hopefully
persuaded
I'm right.
someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Hifumi, yes. Boom, handshake.
Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
Okay, so I got the time right, yeah. At 1 o'clock, I met with Yasuhiro. Tick, tick.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
Yep.
That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him,
They drugged him and put him into the costume.
they drugged him.
Did I
knocked
see
him out, and stuffed him
Grey
into the
person's leg
Robo-Justice
go
suit.
behind Robo Justice head for a second there? Like it was a square page. I took photos. All in there like that.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro.
It's a lot of planning.
When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
And then at 7 or 6, just after 6, but here was saying 7.
At 6 a.m.,
despite the fact that watch clearly says 7.
They called Taka to the equipment room.
Kyondo. I keep calling him Taka even though his name at death was Kyondo.
And that's
God damn it,
when
Hifumi.
killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes.
Also very impressive. It just sucks that Hifumi turned around and killed
Next, they
Taka.
falsified 2
Again,
more
I can
assault
understand why he had, why he would wanted to do that because of the whole arguments about Alter Ego, but yeah, it still sucks.
For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure
like I was
we
still
bought the
saying culprit.
surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds
That attacks were
that the
happening in a
suspect
certain
was
order.
increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
Just, yeah.
while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for.
That spinning, dazzling
refrigerator
thing.
And Justice Hammer 3, and turn the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile,
Well, they found
the other group
Taka,
that had
sounds
been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery
I just look at the shock of on all of their
naturally
faces
assumed it
except for
was for
Sakura and
Hifumi.
Byakuya.
We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape.
I don't know how he would have gotten past people.
Disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
Look at him like a little kitten.
But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
Dun dun dun. It actually
Their
says dun
plan
dun dun.
all along was to kill Hifumi
Oop.
and get rid of the
Keep
one
knocking the
person
table with
who
my
could
controller.
betray
So
them.
I'm not very good at things.
And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Celestia Ludenberg. Oh, look at all the flowers. Oh, they're crossing paths. Dramatic. Dun dun dun. Look at that fucking wallpaper.
Sorry, you lose.
You lose. Complete. I did that without making a single error that time.
Lost? I lost?
I lost?
When was the last time I was forced to utter such words?
Oh yeah, because she always gambles and everything.
They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Nope.
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor.
Well, considering...
I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taeko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taeko Yasuhiro. I still am calling bullshit on the idea that two of them had similar names. Like, the idea that she didn't betray him is... We did find it weird that Celestia Ludenberg was a very weird name for a Japanese person to have.
Taeko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Her voice is, like, changed again.
Interesting.
Well then, another case where the person who did it has admitted it at the end. Man, I did nowhere near as well this time around. Although I got more coins, maybe I did better than I thought. Although I don't think there was any C rank ones there where before I got at least a C rank. But I thought the previous one I got everything A except for one which was B. Strange.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin.
Her voice is very...
Or...
humble.
No. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Yes. It's just weird for her to accept it so much, and for her voice to just calm down a lot.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Okay.
Okay.
If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote.
Alrighty. Again,
And
this
when
is
the
weird that
votes
she's
are
so accepting.
tallied, who will become the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
He seems so happy with it. It's just weird for her to accept it so easily. Monokuma vote. Still don't get how you vote with this method. Celeste! The gothic Lolita chick at the very beginning of the game turned out to actually be someone who killed someone. To the surprise of fucking nobody. It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The trick who devised the whole scheme was Celestia Ludenberg, or more surprisingly, Taeko Yasuhiro. I still find it bullshit that the chance of them having the same name, like, whatever.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. Guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake, after all. Fumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations. Well, yeah.
I knew it.
Really did it approach him? How'd you get him to agree? Can't imagine you would... Did you not see the way those two were acting the entire time? Her specialty, lying. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree. Did you use, you know? Need to figure out, Kyoko. To get him as my accomplice, I used her alter ego. Everyone still left, I'll avoid mentioning my name, but it was not the one thing Hifumi and Taku were both super into. Does she talk about alter ego? Yeah, and you fucking said the name of her during this case, so fucking Monokuma knows now.
Say what?
What? What are you
Just a
talking about?
second.
We're in the very important, totally out of the loop as usual. How sad. You're the one who stole it? That's right.
See.
Is it drag for me to plan you come up with? Right again. Last time I planned. What are you doing here? Talk to you alone. What's on? I know who did it.
Are you okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it. Ah.
So then...
So you did lie. I take it you don't want to talk to him. So you did lie.
Damnation!
You did lie. Your specialty was lying. What about Taka forced me to steal it?
Say what?
As for me...
Oh, so you stole it and he
As
threw it
for
in jail.
me...
Came to my house and then hired me to even say he abused me. Took pictures, said if I didn't, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice. Whoa.
Say what?
Jesus, okay. It was amazing, I completely bought it. I can't explain. Wow. I'm going to kill him. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Most unfortunate.
You'll be playing right into his hands.
Actually...
He's planning to use her to escape. Oh. And he's made you his target. It's like he's gonna try and kill you.
Indeed.
And so he keeps... Jesus. Bastard. Allow him to continue barbaric acts. How could I? She.
I swear, I will save her!
Oh my god.
Actually,
Would you like to join me? Just so happens I've come up with a plan. Best way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. Hehehehe. With that, it is complete. What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. But that second floor, the effect that item had on him was remarkable. Power of love, and love is twisted as that can drive people mad. You disgust me.
I see.
Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation? A real pain in the butt. Was to make something to hide the face in general body size. You make something like that, but my fault for picking him in the first place. Why did I make you? Because you're stupid. That's it. And in that regard, I made the right choice, so I'm glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life has been tough on your parents. Wow.
Well,
Explaining your plan to Fumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? Was Fumi supposed to, after that, assume you would actually let him
are
live?
you okay with it?
That's simple. After he's been pretend once. I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded, was on the verge of death, but he just barely... but just barely held on. Of course. As I explained to the plan was, while you were questioning about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. And would, yeah. So yeah, you were planning on murdering someone else so you'd both have a blacken. So you'd both be blackens, yeah. Very straightforward, stereotypical. Smash the lie to level opponent. In fact, Fumi added up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly until the moment of
so
his
in
death.
the end,
You'd plan to kill him all along. But of course, there'd be no point in my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself. Well, not an issue. I just simply did everything in my power to win.
Mean.
Now you sound like him. Well, they've
About that.
no, they sounded a lot like that. Oh, you don't get pleasure from it. You just do what you have to.
What the heck?
Just for money. It's true, but that's not all there is to it. My only thought had been escape, adaptability and shit. Yeah.
Little bitch.
Yeah, the whole thing was adaptability.
Hey,
Hated it from day one, more than anyone else here.
little
Wanted to get it every day was fresh. Jesus!
This is fine.
A dream. It meant nothing less than giving. What was your dream?
As
Yes.
for me,
And that was
isn't it wonderful?
to live in a European castle. That's it? That seems really lame. Oh, to have servants. Butlers slash body. Really? I guess that explains why she adopted the European name. Or the German name. Like vampire. I was about to say, they do look very vampiric. Yeah. Dress up like to satisfy my every need. Create a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence. And the rest of it was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. When you say every need, I'm assuming you mean the fucking stuff as well. With my winnings, Monica $1 million would have made that dream a reality. Got right to the
There is
edge, but
nothing to be done.
my dream has been scattered to the wind. It just seems weird.
Just the worst. Oh,
Kill friends? To feel guilty, that's a pointless endeavor. I think nothing is sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing. But you don't get a thrill out of it.
do you understand?
Okay then. There's simply no room for understanding. Well, now you're about to die, so I guess who wins?
Is this?
How can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? Ability to unlie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people, I can even fool my own emotions. The conscious deceives the unconscious. Jesus, she's lying to herself.
Yes, indeed.
I don't fear death. Kill me however you like. If I could be reincarnated,
Isn't it wonderful?
then to come back as Marie Antoinette. I'm fucking surprised.
Hey.
You just get executed again. She smiled. It looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings, but that statement itself must have been her final lie. Here's what betrayed her.
Chills! Kills!
The blackened deserve the peace, and they pay the
I
price.
prepared a very special punishment.
For her, the ultimate gambler. What the hell's gambling? I'm confused as to what gambling there'll be to kill her.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Will this be less nonsensical than butter?
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
This is a
Will
locker
it really
key.
give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way.
Yeah, we
Which
know
is
exactly
why-
what you're talking about.
Actually, it's not important. Well then, take care, everyone.
Which is why
Perhaps we'll meet
what?
again, in another life.
She seems very calm. What's not important? Alright, well... let's watch this happen. Time for punishment. Bye, Celeste. With a smile. Oh my god! Oh. Burned to death. The burning of the Versailles witch. Oh god. They're just straight up burning her alive? I forget, was that how Marie Antoinette was executed? Or was she, did she have her head cut off? I don't remember. I'm surprised they're going for one as simple as this. To just set fire to her. I mean, it's fucking brutal. What the hell? Oh, it's a fire truck! To come rescue her? Oh. I don't know if running her over with a truck at the end was really necessary, but hey, whatever. Fucking Monokuma. Is the fire truck necessary? To just run her over? It's over. At least that one made sense. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friend, so I can't pity her, but also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. And now I don't feel sorry for Hifumi. Well, sorry that he got manipulated so easily, but at least... it just means the ultimate victim in all of this is the most tragic character in this entire chapter, Taka. He's the one person that I was like, I felt so bad for him the entire time because of like his emotions afterwards, and he was the only true victim in this. Fucking poor Taka, man. And for him to just come along and... isn't it just awful? Someone could cover over their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You need to place more value on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
I thought you guys were just gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
Isn't the hope that will help you get out of it? Embodiment hope, whether you like it or not. It's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes, but in reality can't be avoided. How are you gonna keep us going through this? What do you want from us? Give it a rest already. Okay, did I see you get some kind of key type device? Oh, some key type object from Celeste?
Hey!
What's the deal with that?
What?
What's the
So
matter?
then,
I'll answer your question if you answer mine. What did you do? What did you do to me? Huh?
Ooh.
hey,
Answer me, what did you do? What the fuck? What?
Ooh. How exciting.
What did... I have no idea. Don't know anything about it.
Hello.
Things are getting kind of awkward about time I got out of here. You guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
See ya later.
Alright. And he's out of here. Leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Monokuma already mentioned it, but... what's that key?
so-
Most likely. The key to one of the dressing room lockers. That means... supposed to probably hit it. Suppose something... So, it is alright.
indeed.
Good idea. Left the courtroom, rush to the dressing room. Oh, we're actually going to do that. As we approach, Kirky looked back and said, I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else head to the dining hall. I'll check with you later.
So...
Why? Do you even have to ask?
Come on.
Yeah. Then I'll go
What?
too. You? Let me go. We'll both go.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you. Up to you now.
Yo!
So, like, going to the mastermind, if they're just seeing both me and Kyoko walk into the bathhouse. Oh, come on. Really? 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 And then, yes, we shall. Yeah.
So then,
We need to get into that locker. And as we saw...
You really came.
Hello! It's been a while. Thank goodness it's still safe. Alright. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did what's last. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet. Oh, man. Oh, and I had to open the last letter for... Oh! Wow. Finally, officially said the case is closed. But, can we take a second? I want you to be honest with me. What are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
however,
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, come on. That just makes me even more worried. Worried? What happened during the investigation? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that... No, that you're killed. I believe in you. You believe in me? Because not people believe in their friends, right? That's what I want you to tell me. Or why I want you to tell me. I don't want you to believe in me. Because we're friends. ...
it's true.
I understand. Mate, ooh, just a little bit more.
That's fine.
Oh, you're actually gonna tell me? You see... Oh shit, we actually find out something. Okay, what's gonna happen here? What's going on?
Correct.
Boys' bathroom second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. And in the storage closet there, way in the back... She said way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but... So in the boys' bathroom here? If I can tell a secret, could it really be hidden here? Oh, that does kind of look like a door. Jesus. What the fuck? Well then. Kyoko said... In the boys' bathroom there's a storage closet. Way in the back of that closet is a secret room. What the hell? But what... There's two things to look at. A normal desk with normal drawers. Nothing else in here? No, it's just that one thing to examine. Alright, I didn't expect anything like this. Bunch of files, and looks like volumes after volumes of yearbooks. One file on the edge called Hope State Academy Student Registry. Not... Chance to look at it. Slip paper out and turn my attention to it. You must not leave. Alright. Deja vu. You must not leave. Is that the headmaster's notes or the first message when we had our slip of paper that were coming into here? There's only 2 bits of paper I can think what something like that would say. What don't I know? What I know, what don't I know? What the hell? And then, what the hell? Don't know what started it, it's all over. Then I opened my eyes. What the fuck? Well then! Alrighty. Everything's gone. Empty bookshelf. Well then. For now, I should go back. Oh, well. Kyoko's gonna be pissed that we fucked up everything. Now back to the first floor. Gug, nug. Can't see in front of you. And after that... I heard a sound. What the hell's going on? Faint but undeniable. That sound's coming from the gym? What on earth is going on? Time unknown. I just noticed that because I saw the green BGM. Time unknown. Stronger and stronger. Crack the guy. What the fuck? Okay, what's going on in here then? Didn't make sense. Opens the gym. Sound coming inside only intensified that much more. Ka-chunk. Black you. Yeah. I don't know what those sounds mean. What the fuck? Sakura? Sakura, what are you doing? No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but...
Why, you? What do you think you're doing?
Sakura, what
I
the...
asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
Deal? What the fuck?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret.
What on
I've made
earth
my
is...
decision.
What
I'm
the
going to resist you.
Okay, but
Okay.
you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right?
What on
You
earth?
haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
Okay, so they're not the master... she's not the mastermind or a spy. But her family... She mentioned her family was hostage, yes. What am I hearing? A hostage. That title is way too long. The end of the chapter. And knocked down to 7 like that. To be continued. Dun dun dun. Well, Kyoko's gonna be pissed that everything from that secret room's missing. And we got the Super Robo Justice present. 3's a crowd, I get it. So that will be the end of this episode. I'd like to say I was totally right about Celeste. And yeah, I feel very, very, very sorry for Taka. Not as sorry for Hifumi, and even less sorry for Celeste or Tayako. Feeling sorry for Sakura though, having to like betray all of us to like help out Monokuma because her family's being held hostage. I think she confirmed when we first had those DVDs that her family was being held hostage. Point is, that's all done for now. On the next episode, we'll find out what the fuck is going on with that sick-ass martial arts combat shit that we saw going on. So until then, version 2 signing out.